Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of bet. Boom! Some people go look the jersey when I wear, then go look the energy, go wonder, say, Kilo Fuela yo, what is making you happy? But don't worry, a temporary setback is what they call Agbotota Dimeyin. Don't worry, we are going to definitely come back stronger. And when we come, everybody go know say we don't come. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce, because I need to introduce everywhere they hot. Introduce them before I give una the good news. I'm going to start first with a man who is always a delight to watch. He speaks with so much passion and comes with the energy. In fact, if you watch him without even hearing the voice, you go know say fire and sparks they everywhere. He mesmerizes on the microphone. When it comes to punditry in Sabiam, football analysis, he don't reach professor level. The one and the only Ronaldinho on the microphone. Sawadinho!
Good morning.
Calm down. Calm down.
Good morning.
Calm down.
How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. No one.
Ceasefire for now. Ceasefire.
No hold any fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is also a regular face on the Home Talk Podcast. This man, when it comes to the politics, he's Sabian where yes, he's Sabian. When it comes to administration, he's up there. And when it comes to giving us inside gist, where we say now only people with the inside, then go understand. In Sabian where the Ogak for Jodu Times, the one and the only Pooja! You're welcome.
Welcome to Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is an Amazon. Now, Nigeria's history is replete with accounts of great women. From the conquest of Queen Amina of Zaria, enter the 21st century. The fearless women that stood up against tyranny. Go check them now. Go check history now. When you hear the Aba Women's War. Yes. They stood up against tyranny. Told the colonial overlords that no, you cannot do this. In every sector in our great country, Nigeria, we have women who have distinguished themselves. Shena Professor Grace Alele Williams. Shena Bolanle Awe. If na administration, rest in peace. Dora Akoyele. Ngozi Okonjo Iweala. Obie Zekwesili. If na sports and people won't bring glory to this our country, Choma Ajunwa, Mary Onyali Omagbemi, Falila Togunkoya, women choke. Even the places where they talk say, now only men, they do this one. Whether not to drop bomb on the heads of terrorists, women choke that they do well. This our guest, now person when we say, inclusion of her name for the match day squad. Defenders mind go bing, they do bing, 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 bing. As then they stretch, then they take medicine to use, keep their heart rate. Because when she enter, there is no defense that is impregnable. She go break them down. She go scatter them, and she go score goals. Serial winner. Great representative of our country, for club and country, every time we pride. Multiple winner of the biggest title in African football when it comes to women. In fact, as she did like that, some of these our guys supposed to do IT under her because they don't know how to win, but she knows how to win. Ladies and gentlemen, played in Nigeria, played in Turkey, played in France, played in China, the one and the only Ugochi Desire Oparanozie!
Thank you. See intro.
How much you pay for this intro?
I don't know.
Legend. You're welcome, legend. Thank you very much.
You.
So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, maximum payout 200 million. Now only Bet Niger they run am. So leave 10 million is money I know. Leave 100 million is money I know. But go for 200 million. Wake up to boom. So that anywhere you go, people go just they shout boom, boom, boom. Because Bet Niger will give you maximum payout. Now them be the only people they run am. And I Bet Niger they run am. No be my mouth. We will be back.
Get explosive on at Rwanda. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Niger.
Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast. This segment is called the Weekly Roundup. We'll go just quickly chook out for some of the interesting things when they happen in the world of football. And the most interesting thing right now, now say the Super Eagles of Nigeria, if the hope of qualifying for the Jackpot World Cup was hanging on a thread, now you no go even fit see am. Even Spider-Man web, you no go even fit see wetin they hang on. It will take a miraculous miracle, a miracle inside miracle, anointing, power for the Super Eagles to qualify. Before we delve into what resulted and put us in this situation, make I ask. I recently saw a statement from the image maker or the spokesperson of the NFF. And this communication that was shared, to me, I found it very, very surprising. But I would like to hear your thoughts. So what I will do is I will just share an excerpt quickly, and then we are going to, share your thoughts. Now, this is an official release. It means that the person who shared this is empowered to speak on behalf of the organization.
Yeah.
Now, 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying, Eagles draw 1-1 with Bafana in Bloemfontein. I'm going to look at certain paragraphs, and then you will tell me what you think. So this release started by saying, Nigeria's road to the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals remains rough after the Super Eagles could only force South Africa's Bafana to a 1-1 draw at the Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein on Tuesday. Now, the person went on to detail some of the experiences that maybe resulted in that. One that was mentioned was the injury that was sustained by Ola Aina. It set us back because if the team was structured in a way to approach the game, Naimbi said they don't force one change. But there was one interesting paragraph that caught the attention of so many Nigerians. And that paragraph reads, Cyril Desas, who had an unimpressive game in Uyo, that is in the game against Rwanda, where he turned out to be a substitute that was substituted. Meaning say he entered to replace somebody, then still come out time because he be like say the replacement not really replaced where did not have a better game as he was too slow to latch onto passes, could not win area balls, and did little in bringing alive the Nigerians' attack. So he went on to detail how they got the goal from the own goal, how we equalized, and how unfortunately we pushed but could not get any goal. But a lot of people are saying this appears like a player was singled out. That's what a lot of people are saying. I would like to hear your thoughts. Let me begin first with the legend. Yes, let me begin with the legend. Because you have been in this position. By this position, I mean you have played for Nigeria. And if you play such a crucial game and you come back and then see this kind of statement, first, whether it is you that was singled out or whether it is your teammate that was singled out, how will you react to this?
Oh, it's a heartbreaking situation, to be totally honest, because, I mean, singling out a particular player among, how many players were on the field? 11?
Yeah.
You know, including
the substitutes.
The substitutes, and you decided to single out a player. It's heartbreaking, really. It feels more or less like a witch hunt.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a personal beef between the NFF or perhaps the spokesperson of the NFF and the said player. So I think it's unprofessional, you know, and the NFF communications department, they need to do better. I think there should be accountability for this. This is not the first time it's happening. It's happened to me, you know, 3 years ago against South Africa in a game where we scored an own goal. You didn't single out the player that scored an own goal. We considered 2 penalties.
You didn't single out the person that raised their hand to concede the penalty.
Exactly. So, and then you singled out the only player, in my case, the only player that even attempted to score a goal that was disallowed, you know, and I played for 90 minutes. That goes to show that if I wasn't doing well, the coach would have subbed me out, you know. So I think it's a witch hunt. It's a targeted attack on Desas, and I think there should be accountability for this.
Course.
So Pooja, you are at that level where administration and the politicking in there, where decisions are taken, where you can look at somebody in the face and say, we have taken this decision, no matter how hard it is or how bad you feel, this decision has been taken. How do you think this issue should have been handled?
Well, I think, first of all, you have to, be clear about it. This was an unprofessional release. It's irresponsible from the side of the NFF to come out and single out a player who played just 2 games in our 8 matches, of this World Cup campaign. So why are you now singling out that particular player? I think for the NFF, they are trying to shift the blame and change the narrative. I think the box, stop on that table. We failed to qualify for this World Cup, number 1, because of the NFF. So why are you now singling out a player who played just 2 games in 8 games to be the one, to take all the blame? I think, the release was irresponsible. I think Desas, because we've been clamoring for this guy to come.
Yeah.
For so long. And it's unfortunate that, when he came now, we are now singled out like he's the one that failed to get us into the World Cup. So I think for NFF, Legend said, there must be accountability. I think, someone that put this out have to, face the panel. You play 2 games, you fail to pick maximum point in both games, and you came out to single out a particular player when you have a player who even scored an own goal. Scored an own goal. We had chances that we missed, and all of a sudden, this guy is the guy that you put on the plate. So I think there should be accountability. There should be a panel. And the person that put out this release have to face, maybe a disciplinary committee.
All right. So, Sawa, we have spoken so much about accountability and responsibility.
Yeah.
And I know you are somebody who, severally on this platform, you have also said it, that it is important that we set emotions and bias aside. And if we want to deal with the problems, we must face these problems headlong. Sawa, over to you.
Very irresponsible. I had to go back to 3 years ago, what she made mention. This is not the first time he is doing this, the NFF spokesperson.
The same person.
Yes, very irresponsible, very unprofessional. We played against South Africa I think that was Aisha Buhari Cup. I was in their camp. I did some interviews before that game and after that game. This man singled out Desire Oparanozie. He wrote in an NFF official release that Desire was very awful and was playing against the team. You know why? It wasn't because of her performance that day. It was because she had issues with the NFF before then. Remember, there was a time she was dropped from the team before Randy Waldrum came and brought her back into the team. But when they brought her back into the team, this man who is always pushing agenda, this spokesperson of the NFF, brought it out and said she was awful, so that it will seem like, she be this. What are they talk about? The reason why he did that again against Cyril Dessers is because, just like Pooja said, we have been clamoring for Cyril Dessers to give other players a chance. The chances you have been giving your regular customers, give it to other players. Let us see. Now they have given him a chance. He's trying to push a nonsense agenda to say, Shebi na him be this.
After 8 games.
8 games, now 2 in play, 2. Saying it's not mean be this, that is Cyril Dessers be this. That is the interpretation of that rubbish unprofessional. I don't know what he studied. I don't know why somebody like him should be NFF spokesperson. Who is he? Very unprofessional. He has been unprofessional from time immemorial, and he has been getting. Pooja is saying he should face panel. He will not face panel. The reason why he will release this statement again another day is because he knows that nothing will happen. This is a country of impunity. I will do it and nothing will happen. He is the NFF spokesperson, and he is the most unprofessional spokesperson I have seen in history. He did it 3 years ago against Desire Oparanozie. He has done it against Cyril Dessers. Who will be his next victim?
All right. So
who will be his next victim?
To prevent another victim, let us face the problems. And let's look at it this way. For the first time ever, there will be 48 teams featuring at the World Cup.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, Africa has the opportunity of being represented by 10 teams.
5
potentially.
More. Yeah, 5 more.
Yes, 10 teams here, potentially.
9 automatically, one potentially.
But one through the long and torturous.
As in, FIFA gave us 5 more.
5 more.
Making 10.
Making 10. And sadly, Nigeria would not, most likely,
will not.
Feature.
Most likely will not.
Never finish.
Most likely will not. Even they say what God cannot do does not exist. This one God no fit do.
Okay, wait. It is looking like, may I not verse you. It is looking like, and the certain is that it will be consecutive editions of the World Cup that the Super Eagles of Nigeria would not feature. Let me start with you, Pooja. Where did it all go wrong?
Well, I think, like I said, the buck, stop on the table of the NFL. And I think they have to take more than 60-70% of the blame, because they failed to play the politics. And the politics is very simple. Let me see. When the list was out, you see teams that, like Zimbabwe, like Lesotho, they want to play their home games in South Africa. And you with South Africa and the same group fighting for the same goal. Why not write the petition? See, if you are not going to fight it to the end, try to pretend that you are doing something in the glass house.
Yeah.
Secondly, during Ghana took us to Kumasi. I was in Kumasi with the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
And I saw the pitch. They played the politics. They gave us a bad pitch because they wanted a draw and come to a good pitch and do the business. Because at that time, the then,
Abiola Stadium had just renovated the stadium.
Was Sunday Dare. So they were spending millions of naira to make it available for the World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
And what happened? We failed to qualify. Yeah. Look at where South Africa took us to.
And that's where we'll play Lesotho. That is where we'll see play Lesotho.
They took us to Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
There's bigger, better stadium in Johannesburg.
There's FMB.
Yeah, thank you. So when you fail to play the politics of African football, you fail. And this is what happened. Now that, the last 2 games of South Africa, he's going to play at home. Because Zimbabwe is playing in South Africa.
Of course.
Let me give you an example. We played this round of fixtures and South Africa played in Bloemfontein.
Yes.
So Lesotho played in Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
We are playing in Ruyo. They didn't travel, they just stayed in the hotel.
Yes.
And they played out again after 2 days. More rest, no travels.
Yes.
Baba, if a body is failing to play the politics of African football, will fail. And now for you to come out to now change the narrative and single out a player, that is the reason why we failed to qualify.
Nonsense.
Less than 90 minutes in 2 games. So,
Nonsense.
Baba, see, if you fail to pick maximum points against Lesotho and Zimbabwe in your first 2 games,
you don't deserve to be at the World Cup.
You don't deserve to be at the World Cup.
Yes.
God gave us a second chance because the other guys, they capitalized.
Yes, they were dropping points too.
We entered the second round, 2 games. We had 1 point. After 4 games, 1 point. We have 3 points after 4 games.
Yeah.
How do you want to qualify?
Yeah.
God gave us a third chance.
Yeah.
Because others are really responsible in the group as well.
Yes.
We played Rwanda, we beat them. Beat Zimbabwe in Uyo. 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And we considered we broke that one. God gave us a 4th chance.
Yeah. Again.
We beat Rwanda. Now, go to South Africa and do the business.
Just beat them.
And you now sit down and wrote in an irresponsible statement saying Sierra Desert is the one. See,
agenda.
I always say this. Before you blame the players in some aspect or department, blame the coach.
Yes.
What the hell was Eric Tell doing starting Deserts in that game?
After you saw Tolu's performance.
But let's still come back. I know Sawa, you know they like hear this kind of thing. But let's just look at it. The realistic chances of Nigeria or the Super Eagles of Nigeria qualifying for the World Cup. Okay, let's please, Sawa, for academic purpose. For academic purpose.
Yes.
So that everybody would learn.
I promise you I will not shout.
Don't shout.
I won't shout.
Academic purpose. The best loser can still qualify.
Wait first.
Don't shout.
Wait, I don't want to shout.
Okay.
They say maybe sometimes I too they shout.
No shout.
Let me
and it's
break
not good
it
for
down.
your age.
Gabon. I think it's Gabon or who. There is a team that is currently on 19 points as a second placed team.
Second placed team, 19 points.
Yeah,
19 points. I think Gabon or so. One team is already on 19 points. So that one already don't qualify out of it. That one don't knock you out. So you are battling for 3 places now. Three spots. Now, the least point difference between you and the other second place teams now is 4 points, and we have 6 to play for. The least point difference between you and other there are 9 second place teams. Benin Republic is 8.
Benin Republic scatter Lesotho.
Benin Republic is 8. You're not even in second place conversation yet. The only reason why you're thinking you'll be in second place conversation is because you're thinking you win your next 2 games that these boys still will not win. Because you play Benin Republic in one of those games and you play them at home and it's gonna throw. Benin has been clamoring for them to deduct the 3 points from South Africa, and he has seen that South Africa has scored goals. What did he do yesterday?
Yes.
4. He scored 4. So that when he gets to that point, I was begging that this boy should just push us to a place where we can be able to shout on FIFA, saying I must deduct these 3 points. But they cannot. You can't give what you don't have. Don't tell me about realistic chances. I will go and start reposting my videos from 2023. From 2023, I have said that we will not qualify for the World Cup. I have been saying it from 2023 till now. In 2023, before we started this campaign, I said the maximum points we can pick in our first 2 games against Zimbabwe and Lesotho was 4. I said it is between 3 and 4 points that we will pick. Guess how many points we picked from those 2 games? 2.
Aye.
They didn't even get to the 3. I will post the video. I know they talk Yayampu. I know they cap. I will go and post the videos. I said the maximum we'll pick is like 3. Then I was doing my MPFL Tatafo podcast, my community podcast with my guys. I said 3 or 4. They picked 2. They didn't pick it against Portugal and Denmark. They picked it against Lesotho and Zimbabwe. These post-pandemic content creators. I kept telling you, you asked me recently, let's bring it down recently. You asked me, I said, honestly, they cannot go to South Africa and win. But I am just praying because this is football. And sometimes, some things that don't make sense, I have said it here countless times, things that don't make sense, like Greece winning Euros in 2004. It doesn't make sense, but it happened.
Denmark.
So sometimes things that don't make sense happen in football. That is why I said I am just praying, but I know that these boys and the coach, they can't deliver. It's been 5 coaches that these boys have sacked. 5 coaches. Gernot Rohr, Jose Peseiro, add Guavon to that list, even though he's saying that he's the one that doesn't want. Add Finidi George that should never have been there in the first place, never have been there. And now add this guy that they will sack. They will sack him. This one. They will sack this guy. Unless he's an agenda appointment, because I know he's an agenda appointment.
What if he goes on to win the Nations Cup?
You can retain him. Now this guy will win Nations Cup for you, Eric Schell. Now he will win Nations Cup. This guy that saw Tolu's performance against Rwanda and knew that Victor Osimhen was not going to be available. Yet he started Desas. You're setting him up to give Olajire the mouth to come and talk about Siri Desas. This guy that saw that William Troost-Ekong
You say no go
oh God. He saw that William Troost-Ekong does not have the legs again. Yet you played him against South Africa. I was on Monday Night Football and I said it. They asked me my preferred starting lineup. I said, let Benjamin Fredericks start with Bassi, just like they have done. Because right now, let me say this. You see football, I said it yesterday, football na per second billing.
Mm-hmm.
Football should never be based on what you have done in the past.
It's not possible.
Football should be based on what you are doing now.
Yes.
It doesn't erode or erase what you have done in the past.
At all.
Right now, I cannot select Desire Oparanozie ahead of
Rashidat Ajibade.
Not Rashidat. What's this girl's name now?
Okoronkwo.
Okay.
I cannot select Desire Oparanozie right now ahead of Okoronkwo.
Does
it mean that Desire Oparanozie is not who she is? But I cannot right now select Desire Oparanozie ahead of Okoronkwo.
All right.
Why am I playing William Troost-Ekong against South Africa in Bloemfontein to come and do what? After his performance against Zimbabwe.
It's okay.
After his performance all through these qualifiers.
Let's not single out a player.
Really, okay. I'm not singling him out.
Okay.
I'm giving you holistic review.
Yes.
So don't mention realistical chance.
All right.
We are out of the World Cup for the 2nd year running. There is nothing on that planet Earth. It's just remaining 3 for you. I said one team is already 19 points. You cannot get up to 19 points, so you are out. You're up against 3 teams. And the people that are in 2nd place already, let us assume that you finish 2nd though, and you finish 2nd with 17 points, which is the maximum you can finish with now. The people that are already ahead of you in 2nd place, some of them already have that 17 points. Mm-hmm. The least have 15 points, 15. So they only need 2 points to get that 17. So even if they draw their next 2 matches, and all these people have at least 1 home game, and you know African football, you can almost bet your life treasury that the home team will win.
Especially if you are in that situation.
Especially if you are in this kind of situation.
Now, you
can always bet your life treasury for a home win.
All right,
and you want us to go where?
It's okay.
With these content creators, so don't they follow us, they share, they drag podcast views.
It's okay.
Content creators.
It's okay. What God cannot do does not exist.
Not be this one.
Oh, it's okay.
God will be wicked to punish those people that have labored to this extent because he wants to favor you. Who? Yeah. When you carry knife, they choke yourself. Then God will come to prevent the knife from entering. And don't prevent them. Pooja gave you 4 chances. 4. God don't prevent them. You drop 4 points for your first 2 games. God still give you chance by allowing other teams to drop points. Yes. Okay. You come back again, you drop. He give you chance. You come back again, he let you win. Go South Africa, go to your own job. And they call God. God, I beg beg you in Jesus' name, don't do it. Don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, Sawa. Well, there you have it. 10 potential African nations at the edition of the World Cup that will feature 48 teams. And it's looking like the Super Eagles of Nigeria will not feature in that competition. Let's move on. Let's talk about, people who travel anywhere and do the business. Even though some people are saying, we are not really playing the way we want. But 3 points and 4 goals, now a lot. I'm talking of the 3 Lions. Travel to Serbia, did not even stress anyone at all. Ensured that they got maximum points, 4 goals. They even wanted to go for more. No, even in a 5-0 that match even went. 5-0.
Yeah.
They wanted to go for more. Because they know say at some point, if not by goals, if not head to head, we go there very, very okay. Let's talk about the 3 Lions and this resurgence. Do you think that they have come close several times? Do you think that this time there's something about the 3 Lions and they might just end up, recording something historic at the World Cup?
I think, if you, before the Serbia game, I think there are lots of opera, lots of disbelief in the fans, journalists, media in England about the playing pattern of Tuchel. And what Tuchel will do for you is like he will block shop. Firstly, he will make up with the defensive side of football.
The defense goes solid.
It goes solid. And they feel like we have so much, just like Nigeria, they have so much striking prowess, but they are not converting. 1-0 against a team, they should beat like 3-4
Yes, now.
At Wembley, they scored
bomb people tickets.
They scored 1-0. And before the game against Serbia, Tuchel came out to say, long throw-ins and long balls is coming back to football. And the fans are saying, Baba, this is England though. You are talking about long balls and long throw. But in a way, they went to Serbia, who has not considered in over how many minutes before that game, and considered five goals, and they played very well. And 5 different goal scorers. That shows there's and one thing about England, shot England in a way in terms of winning major tournament is their defense. And if this guy can block shop, they've not considered in 3 games now, and that's good. Under Tuchel. So if they are scoring goals, Hurricane is scoring goals, Noni Madueke is scoring goals. That's what I think. Noni Madueke had the best
showing in England colours so far.
International friendly. Yes. He scored. It was an own goal. He scored against Serbia again. So I think for Tuchel, he's bringing another pattern that I think we should. For managers, in a way, if there's result, that's what we did against Ghana. We are having these results, and we're saying what's in the Nigerian way. We brought after many 3 managers. After that, we are not still playing the Nigerian way, and we're not getting results. Why not jettison the Nigerian way and get results? So now Tuchel is there doing the business, closing the shop for them, and the media is coming out to say they want the English way. Baba, the English way is winning major tournaments. You guys have not won any major tournament since
the 1966 World War.
Thank you.
1966.
When they were still wearing boxers.
Not only the ladies now, I don't win 2 euros.
Thank you.
So and win them in style.
So leave the man to do the job, and thankfully for him, he has started scoring goals, and they are not considering. So I think maybe in the next international break, maybe there will be another narrative against Tuchel because it's not English. So they want their
of course. Agenda must agenda.
But he has done so well for the 3 Lions.
All right, legend. Let me come to you and let's talk about Evangelos Marinakis, owner of Nottingham Forest. For so many people, growing up watching the English Premier League, we used to be excited in the viewing centers when they will say, Baba Olowo. I remember how Chelsea fans will be excited every time Ibrahimovic comes to the stadium and how the players will play like they want to die. But this man can't be like, say, any day when he comes stadium, problem must happen. A lot of us saw him march onto the pitch. Come they wag him finger, they give coach. They tell, if to say they no hold him that day, him and the coach for even fight Gidigbo. Unfortunately now, Nuno Espirito Santo Don Consanto come up for the club now. As a football player, I would love to ask you, what state of mind would you be in when the owner of your club and the coach not they see eye to eye? Not be even say they know they see eye to eye. He reach point where we say they want fight. If they even ask the manager about the relationship with the coach, he go talk say with the owner, he go say is bad. How, as a football player, how do you think the players of Nottingham Forest would feel about that situation?
Well, as a player, it's a different feeling for every player, really, because in a team, there are players that actually like the coach and there are some that doesn't like the coach, you know. So for the players that don't like the coach, they'll feel very happy that is happening. They will even, want the coach out and all of that. And for some other player, they wouldn't want it. But all in all, it has a psychological effect on the team's performance, on the players generally. So it's not a good one when it comes to football generally, and as professionals running a team, that is playing at the highest level, it's not good for the image of the team, for the players and everything. It can actually affect players' performance. So all in all, I think the negative side of it is more than the positive.
And it did affect them too.
Still staying with you, legend. Still staying with you. You announced the sack of the manager who, to a considerable degree, made Forest competitive and formidable.
Took them to Europe.
And you have now replaced him with somebody who was also sacked at the end of last season. Even though the person won a trophy, they still sack the person because they look, say, this one, he go still drive us, enter inside canal. Still, as a player, what frame of mind do you think it would place the players in? Knowing that somebody who was with us made us competitive, they don't sack him. They can't go bring person where another club sack. The ex of a club. Now he don't become una own.
We are all dating everybody's ex.
You are dating your ex, the person now. How do you think the players would feel?
Well, it's a difficult feeling because this changing of coaches actually it affects players because every coach have their own philosophy, the way they want players to play. So if I'm used to a particular coach's style of play and then they bring another coach who have to adjust, adjust to that coach's pattern of play. And so it has a psychological effect, like I said earlier, and that's where the professionalism comes in on the part of the players who have to always adjust and give the coach, what they require from you and to make sure players want to play too. So you have to listen to the coach, do what the coach wants so that you get game time and everything. So,
Pooja, let me stay with you because you have been in the rooms where decisions were taken to hire and fire, whether players or the coaches.
Yeah.
Do you think that there would have been a better way to resolve the issue between these two men? That's number one. And then number two, do you think it's personal or it's his business?
Well, it can fall in so many places. I can say that I think to what Legend said, they've sacked the manager, in the club I was before, and some players were celebrating because they weren't getting chances under the the sacked manager. Sure. So they were very happy. And they don't care who they are going to bring. They feel like everybody.
The person would give them the opportunity,
and everybody will start
to compete
on the level playing ground.
Yeah.
And I think for the Nottingham Forest issue, it's basically personal. I don't think it's business because it's business. This guy has done everything that you need for a football club.
He's getting the job.
He's getting the job done. You are buying players. You got to Europe for after how many years?
Yeah.
And they had a very good season. You have a striker, Chris Wood, who scored how many goals under a manager? He was coming without scoring like less than, I think, like 5-6 goals in the EPL, but now he scored over.
He's scoring like mad.
So you guys are doing well. So why do you sack someone that is doing well? Well, it's because sometimes when relationship breaks down, Espirito Santo went to the media, started talking.
Exactly. So I was waiting for someone to raise that.
So when you start talking, to your guy like that, to your employers like that, that's insubordination. And insubordination doesn't work in any corporate field.
Yeah.
Once it happens, you go away. You are not your guy, so you can't face your guy and say all sorts. And you're coming to the media.
Yeah.
And they've done well in the transfer window. Even if you are not getting what you want, you can't come to the media and throw your owner, the one that pays your bill under the boss. And
it was TMI. Yeah. It was too much information.
So when you disrespect someone with that power, what you have to let you go. That's why sacking.
But was it not a case of pushing the goat to the wall, and with no other space, the goat is coming back to fight? Because you are saying he's giving too much information.
Yeah, it is possible.
The owner of a club came to the pitch
now,
and was wagging his fingers in front of cameras.
Let's explain that one.
Okay.
because at least you and I can only talk based on what they have said.
Yes.
Makinakis, or what is his name? Maranakis. He explained what he did that day.
That time when he was injured, he did not substitute him.
No.
He's not the coach now.
That wasn't his explanation. I don't know where you're getting this one from.
What was his explanation?
He came and he said, why are you downcast? We have already qualified for Europe. Why are they downcast? That they should come on, keep their heads up. That was his own release. I don't know where you got your own release. Yes,
after the day.
On the day after, when that thing was trending, this was the release that was brought out from his own department, whether in team damage control or whatever. But that is what we know. You understand that he was like, we have already qualified for Europe. We have already overachieved this season. Why are you guys downcast? Because that was a game they needed to win and they drew or something like that. That was why he walked on the pitch. Why are they downcast? And that was the game that when he got that injury. You understand? That keep your heads up and whatever. That was the damage control press release. I don't know if that was exactly what he came to the pitch to do. But on Nuno Espirito Santo's side, coming to the press and saying that our relationship is not what it used to be is TMI, in my opinion. I am a very vociferous person. I come out and I talk. You understand? But I also know that there is a level where I talk, it is overboard. It will go overboard. You understand? So I don't hold it against Nuno Espirito Santo because I know, and I totally agree with you that even when you go reach you here, you go voice. And I'm one of those persons that don't even wait make you reach me here. If you don't, they come here, if I don't voice, I go shout. You understand? So, but then as you advance in life, wisdom sets in, age comes in, experience teaches you a whole lot of things, and then you know that I should not say this, I should say this. It was TMI coming to tell them what your relationship was like. It was from that day. I think we should go to our former episode here. I said it here that he will be fired, that he'll be one of the coaches that will be fired. It's TMI.
You can't come out and feed the media what
with just information.
And you know that they want agenda.
Yes.
All right, interesting. Good luck to Espirito Santo in his future endeavor and also to Postecoglou. For person when get club in one see results. Maybe you only Arsenal not really like result like that.
It don't come.
Stray bullets.
It don't come.
Stray bullets.
It don't come.
Sorry. Remember, subscribe on YouTube and for the comment, no be to just talk, say, Sawa, they talk with passion. Pooja, you hit the point. Legend, you talk finish. No. You can also make suggestions. If you make suggestions, we carry your suggestion called discussion for here. You stand the chance to win from a bumper package of 250,000. Bet Naija get money where they want share give people. Not be only to watch. We know say you they watch. We know say you they play. We know say you they win. But we also want to make you that intellectual side. So drop your suggestions in the comment section. Give us topics. And any day we will discuss your topic. Hold us like this. Tell us, say, send me my money. No go anywhere when they come back. Now, so the Home Turf Podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, the home of bet. Welcome to Bet Boom, where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom. Courtesy of Bet Naija, stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira. What are you waiting for? Make your stake. And if the tickets are boomed, my brothers and sisters, up to 1 billion naira, and Bet Naija, they run them. I know they like to just talk without evidence. Now, why they carry evidence come? So that you can verify, not be cho. This sponsor made a stake of 50,000 naira. Remember, 18 plus only. Bet responsibly what you can afford to lose. 50,000 naira on 10.82 odds to win 540,997 naira 31 kobo. Bet Naija boom that ticket. So instead of winning 540,000, the person won 2,704,986 naira 57 kobo. Boom! Bet Naija say boom! Bet Naija say boom! This next person staked 50,000 naira on 3.97 odds to win 198,317 naira 80 kobo because Bet Naija go even pay you reach your kobo. That ticket was boomed to 991,588 naira 99 kobo. Boom! Bet Naija say boom! This next person made a stake of 5,000 naira on 101.95 odds to win 688,153 naira 80 kobo. Imagine say you want to use 5,000 win 688,000 naira. Bet Naija say that 688,000 is small. Let me boom that ticket. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 1,376,307 naira 61 kobo. Somebody say boom. Somebody say boom. Somebody say boom. Finally, this punter made a stake with 1,000 naira on 699.39 odds. With that 1,000, how much the person want win? 1,014,111 naira 52 kobo. Bet Naija say punter, say boom. He shouted boom. Bet Naija say another boom. He shouted boom boom. Bet Naija say another boom. He shouted boom boom boom. He woke up to see 2,028,223 naira 3 kobo. Boom 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 boom. Now Bet Naija they run them. Bet boom. Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. This segment is called Punter's Corner. Here now you go know say, no be to just they shout, He get people when no ball and then go talk ball. And for here, your eye go open. Let's go straight into this conversation. And I will begin with you, legend. Now, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, if we go by where we stand now and our chances, it is looking like we will not qualify for the World Cup. And it will be far-reaching. Because if we even feel bad now, wait until 2026 where the competition starts, where everybody go their house, they watch from TV. And we'll come even they feel more angry because other of our Ghana.
They're gonna be there.
They're gonna be there.
Chale.
But they don't get bad mouth reach us. So maybe go really pain us like that. But I would want to go into the minds of our players now. What do you think those boys, because we might be angry and everything, but those boys who want to play World Cup, I never see any footballer we no want go World Cup. What do you think will be going on in their minds right now?
Well, they will be very disappointed to start with. And trust me when I tell you this. These things, the players feel it more than the fans, is the truth.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Seriously. When we lose games, when we don't win, when we don't do what we're supposed to do to win, we feel terribly bad.
Yeah.
More than the fans. And I remember when I missed the penalty. I locked myself inside my room for 24 hours. Yes, nobody. It was Assistant and Odega that made sure I was okay. They came knocking on my door.
The penalty against England, right?
Yes. So I felt terribly bad. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I did not eat anything. Like self-torture. Because... So that's to tell you the extent of how...
on the social media again. You now saw bad things.
So that's to tell you the extent of how terribly bad players feel when they fail to do what needs to be done. Yeah. The intention was to get the utmost results. But when it didn't happen, players feel bad. Trust me, we have feelings, and they are feeling it.
Chai. Interesting. Yeah. We hope that.
Why are you now making me to feel so?
No, but
I don't agree.
No, yeah, but that's true.
She's very right. What she's saying, even at local level, let me tell you, even at local level, grassroots level, we played a final. We used to play this Fans Champions League in Eneka in Port Harcourt. Then we played a final, Arsenal Manchester United final. I lost the penalty.
For Arsenal.
I lost my last penalty kick.
So it's
and Bembella won. Bembella kicked the last penalty kick for Man U won. The next day, I took the ball and went to the field and started playing penalties for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Before then, I dey score. Now they keep me for last.
No man.
Before that, I dey score. But it is that day I lost. The next day, I carry myself go and I go secondary school. Go they play penalty, go they practice penalty. Like, how did I miss it? So I agree at that their level, it could be like that. But when you don't do it consistently, the feelings don't die.
It happen naturally.
The feelings don't die.
Let me come to you, Pooja. Beyond the World Cup in 2026, whether we like it or not, would have to do something, and very important, and quickly at that. We did not qualify for the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Yeah. And it appeared like, okay, people took responsibility and said, let us prepare again. Yeah. it is looking like we are at that same ground zero. Beyond qualifying for the World Cup, what should be done right now to begin to remedy this situation and rebuild the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
I think it's very clear, we lack players. And, yes.
Yes.
See,
Yes.
No, wait, make him explain what he means.
The dog.
We lack players
Explain,
as well.
explain.
Lack players, lack invited players. So we have a NFF technical department. What are they doing? So you can't be having the same set of players on the pitch every now and then, giving you the same results. And you fail to try new things. See, if they are playing well, no, people are saying Ronaldo is old, but he's still delivering.
Exactly.
If he's still delivering, leave him on the pitch. These guys have failed to do it twice. The biggest competition in the world. And now we are going to face 2030. Are we going to continue to use these guys? See, we have new blood. If Eric Chair was not, bold enough to start Frederick Benjamin, we will not know he's as good as this.
Yes.
And that's what we want.
I will follow up on what he's saying.
Finidi did something against Benin Republic. He started Oyedika out of the blues. He scored the goal for us when our strikers have not been scoring goals. Against South Africa, Calvin Bassey scored. Against Rwanda, we did rugby's go. That was a rugby.
Against South Africa in Uyo, it was Dele
Bashiru. So why
New boys.
And look at what he did yesterday again. He started Dele Bashiru, and we saw what this guy can do.
The assist.
Dele
Bashiru provider.
So why not? Scout, what is the technical department of the NFF doing?
Let me tell you, please. Let me follow up on that. It is laziness. Now let me take you to Francis Uzoho. Laziness made Nigeria to be enduring the horrible showing of Francis Uzoho for as long as we endured it. Meanwhile, there was a Nwabali in South Africa. And I still believe there are still goalkeepers of Nigerian descent, different places. It is laziness. Laziness of a coach or a scouting department or a technical department to go outside and work. And I can marry that laziness to the NFF. Are they really providing the resources that will enable these people go outside and really scout for Nigerian players? Let me give you another thing.
You know the funny thing?
Yes.
The technical department job was done by Pinnick as at that time. How will an NFF president
be the one to be traveling to be looking for players of Nigerian descent? Now, see, until Uzoho insulted the entire country before we discovered Nwabali, when Uzoho had the guts to say, if it is easy, do I make Oyibo sign you? There was a goal Uzoho considered, and Wilfred Ndidi was looking at him like, say, eyes now gone. If for probably Pierre-Sam. You understand? We had to endure such terrible goalkeeping performances from him. Some of us were shouting it. I was shouting it on my podcast that he is not fit to be in the sticks for the Super Eagles. Yet we were enduring him laziness. And then you carry him to friendly matches. So the coach has done friendly matches where you go invite people come. You go start them again. Back to back. 2 friendly matches. You go start them again. It is laziness. It is laziness that is making the national team coaches and the technical group to keep inviting people. See, if not say some of us they shout. Players like Sadiq Umar, even Musa will don't become whether a GM or whatever it is, can be like, they will still be invited right now. If not that some of us are shouting. Laziness, you have Nigerian players scattered all around the world. We went to the stadium to do interview. You heard that boy that was shouting that Tolu has been doing this thing since, but see when they call him. If not, some of us have been shouting. Who was the person that brought Ibrahim Olawoyin? After that time, did you see him again? They didn't bring him again. You understand? Because we have to continue with what we know. The midfield of must Ndidi start for the Super Eagles. Must Ndidi start? Ndidi is a good player. As a matter of fact, there was a time when he was so good that I was like, can us now go for this guy? But I said it. Football is per second billing. Right now, is Ndidi the best defensive midfielder that we can give to the Super Eagles? I don't think so. Why are we not giving Rafael Onyedika a chance? Why are we not giving some of these players a chance?
When we sit down now and we dissect, we do a surgery for the team.
Yeah.
We know where the problem lies.
Yeah.
We fail to create chances. We have no creative box in the midfield.
Yeah.
and you
This is our midfield
yes,
practice.
and you set up an NFF technical department that is even being financed by FIFA. So the money is not even coming from NFF. Let this guy go and scout players.
Yeah.
And I love it that, during the Unity Cup, we use new players. And that's what should be done.
So why didn't you use them?
When there's friendlies, don't use the regular players again.
No, he will use the regular. He will see them. He will still use
See,
them.
use the guys. See, we have the guys of Agu in the team,
yeah.
Oyedika in the team. These guys were not even looked at.
At all.
See, if you cannot play against Lesotho as maybe a substitute, can you play against South Africa?
So guys, let me come in.
Yeah, come in, please.
Every other thing you guys have mentioned is part of the problem. But have you guys paused to think about structure? What structure do we have in place? When I talk about structure, we should have a long-term plan. You see this hiring and firing of coaches, it has a way of affecting performance of players. We need to have long-term plan, hire a coach that will be around for, let's say, 10 years, for example.
Yeah.
For that 10 years, we should have a calendar for 10 years. We should have what we want to achieve.
Yeah, by year 2, we should get this. By year 5, we should get this.
Then have this coach build a team.
Yeah.
What kind of football do we play? What's our formation? What pattern do we play? We just flow as it goes.
Yeah.
That's what Super Eagles does. So we need to build a structure, long-term plan, have a consistent coach that would, have a particular players they build the team around, and then from time to time you infuse 1 or 2 fresh legs to, build the team. And I think that's one point we're missing. Look at all these world-class teams.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The likes of France.
Even Germany, they did it.
They have coaches that have
Dexter have been there for the past 8 years.
Exactly.
Germany did it in their project. They timeline to win the World Cup by 2018. They won it earlier. They won in 2014.
They're getting
in
results.
Their project.
So that's one thing we've missed over the years. And I think if we should start thinking towards that direction, maybe we would, get the required results we need.
So I was going to ask a question about certain countries that it is looking like they must qualify for the World Cup. And these teams don't necessarily they might have one popular or one big superstar. Like, for example, for Morocco, you have Hakimi, but it just be like, say, those ones, so from the first day when qualifier starts, then get them for mind, say they'll qualify. Tunisia has already qualified for the World Cup.
Morocco,
they calculate. Tunisia had already qualified for the World Cup.
Morocco and Tunisia qualified for the World Cup with 3 games to spare.
3 games to spare, 9 whole points. 9 whole points, and they have qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah.
And we are here saying, let's do this. And it would appear like sometimes when we go back to the drawing board, there is no board there. Because in 2022, when we did not qualify, every Nigerian that I know that is passionate about football in this country cried and said, let's go and start again. Let's go. They start where we start now. How we don't come do it?
We don't start again. That is the problem. That is why I have a problem with people that say, let's start again, Baba, I have known this NFF long enough to know that nothing will happen.
So, do you know the next agenda now?
What is it, please?
The next agenda is not even the AFCON. For NFF.
Yeah, what's the agenda?
The next agenda to retain the seats.
Yes, now.
The next, because now there will be pressure.
That is it.
You will fail to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, what are you
back
doing
to
for
back.
second term?
Other FA chairman will feel like, Baba,
we are using it to campaign against you.
So now he's working ahead of time to convince them now that he has to go for second term.
Baba, an NFF chairman opened his mouth to tell us that qualifying for the World Cup is not Nigeria's birthright. After the NFF on their own jeopardized our chances of qualifying for the 2006 World Cup. 2006 World Cup, all important clash against Angola. Shebu with the toss South Africa carriers go Bloemfontein to play. We go favor them more than us. We took the Super Eagles to Kano to play under hot sun against Angola that have a hot. I think they have a hotter weather than ourselves. Yeah. The weather that we took the Super Eagles to go and play in Kano against Angola was even more favorable to the opposition than it was to us. Is that the NFF you're talking about? That we start again? Do we have a board? You say go back to the board. Does it look like the NFF glasses have a board? Do we have anything that we are falling back on? everybody is interested in where the next paycheck is coming. This Pooja was saying that the technical committee is sponsored by FIFA's funds directly. Are you sure that the funds even get to the technical committee?
Hey.
Are you Baba? This country is gone. It's gone.
It's okay. Let's move on. Let's leave. If we discuss Super Eagles, the passion will choke. Let's go into football. And let me talk about something that will interest you.
What is it?
Yes, the first Manchester derby. The first Manchester derby of the 2025-2026 season.
Yeah.
We'll see two giants.
Giants. I don't see giants.
May we not even talk too much.
One is more giant than the other.
That's Manchester United.
One is gianter than the other.
Manchester United is gianter than Manchester City.
Yeah, really.
So let me start with you. You know, just your analysis first. May I even go there first? Is the Manchester derby still a big game? Quick answers. This is the Manchester derby still a big game?
Yeah, so on paper, big game, revenue, big game, rivalry by fans, big game, but by performance by both teams, not a big game anymore.
I think everybody agrees
has
with
summarized
this.
it.
No
He
need
has
to go
summarized
around.
it, yeah.
So big game on paper, rivalry,
History and
revenue,
everything.
history,
Yeah.
but
TV,
performance.
TV, everything.
So let's talk about the performance
No,
now.
because nobody is excited to really watch the Manchester derby now. Because, you know, during the times of maybe the El Clasico, you know, they're playing well. Maybe 4 wins on the bounce, 5 wins on the bounce, and you know that anybody can cancel maybe first and second on the log. You know that it's a crazy game. Yeah. But this time around, nothing is crazy. Before Manchester, you know, Old Trafford is like fortress now. Anybody can go to Old Trafford. Before it's like fortress. What is going on? You know, you start a season, you know, Pep is losing games after like 3 games.
Two losses in 3 games.
Already, it worst start in his career, and you're going to Manchester derby. We have an Amorim fighting with the goalkeeper, saying that. So there's a lot of internal issues for both sides. And now, you know, they are bringing a new goalkeeper, Donnarumma. So we have a new look in terms of even players for the Manchester derby. But it's still a big game in terms of rivalry, in terms of fans banter, in terms of TV rights, and all of that. But I don't think anybody is really excited because those two teams this season are not giving us that level.
Interesting. So
they're almost in page 2 of the league
Your
table.
prediction for that game?
I think with the players and with the mentality and with the coach, I think City will have it.
Scoreline.
2-1.
Legend.
I think it will be draw 1-1.
1-1.
1-0 draw.
Where will it be played?
Etihad.
I think City will edge it.
Okay.
Okay.
And do you know what is interesting? One fun fact. If Manchester United wins that game, Manchester United would, for the first time in nearly a year, get into top 4. For the first time in nearly a year.
Look at what I'm saying.
So is this still a big game? Answer the question. Is this still a big game?
Let me.
Moving on.
Why don't want to make him point?
Who is moving on? If it's Arsenal now, you don't say moving on.
Moving on. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, Pooja, what's your favorite wine?
The producers and directors of this.
We need to investigate them.
They have to put. They have to caution them.
Sorry, use VAR to check it. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's criminal for a club as Manchester United.
Yes.
Not to be in top 4 for over
a year.
Nearly a year, Sha.
Okay, nearly.
Okay, no, that's true.
Over a year.
We go need to win that match.
Yeah, thank you.
To fit enter.
So you see what Manchester derby, Man United have turned Manchester derby to. It's sad.
Okay, all right. Let's moving on now.
Points taken.
Okay, point taken. Moving on now without issues. I would like to ask you this question, Legend, because we have asked a couple of people on this seat. Now, trophies are essentially what you would bring to the table when you talk about success and you talk about clubs.
Yeah.
The reason why people still say Manchester United is the glory from the past. Let me ask you about Arteta this season, and only you are going to ask because I know I will answer. If Arteta does not win the EPL title this season, given how much has been spent, given the confidence that have been reposed in him by the owners of the club and the fans alike, do you think he should stay on as manager of Arsenal?
I think yes, because
If he doesn't win the EPL title.
Listen, I'm a preacher of long term, right?
But he has been there now since now.
Remo Stars, Shebi, their first season they finished third. Second season, second. Third one, second. And they eventually won it last season. So we never know. Maybe
So
if
second now,
wait,
he will finish in
if he
first.
doesn't, but he's been doing well, you know.
Has he really been doing well?
Except that he's not won the EPL.
Yeah.
He hasn't won the Champions League too.
True, but he's
Won
been
the
doing-
Community Shield, FA Cup before COVID.
Shebi, you asked that question. Shebi, he hasn't the ginger. That's now.
Sorry.
He don't finish for last 4 since he's been around.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, cut him some slack. He hasn't really done badly.
Yeah.
He's secured the Champions League tickets
Football.
since,
All right.
since he's been there.
Okay,
so,
no problem. Let's leave that. Still staying with you, legend. I mean, we were so excited for the Super Falcons this year. You know, Mission X, they accomplished it.
Yeah.
And you are also a multiple winner of Africa's biggest
Trophy.
because that trophy.
Like the biggest one for Africa now.
Biggest
Now AFCON be that now.
Yes, now
I think she won 4 or 5. 4. Yeah.
Four of those titles.
Now our
Yeah.
compensation with that.
Yes, we use our whole body, huge. But there was something interesting that came with this. You know, 100,000 naira.
You are dollar. Stop.
Sorry, dollar. Sorry,
USD.
100,000 US dollars prize money for each of the players that featured in that competition,
Plus house.
plus national honor. I would like to ask you first, how did you? I know say you know go talk say you felt bad because it go be like say you know celebrate people, but how did you feel about the way the glory that these girls brought to our great country made the entire nation feel?
I mean, the feeling, I don't know if you explain them really.
Yeah.
Are they very excited?
Yeah.
I was and still I am.
Yeah.
And this reward just goes to show the hard work over the years.
Okay.
You get, I mean, it's the 10th one, it's a milestone, but check our veterans, the ones that, you know, set the precedent.
Messi Akide.
You know, those ladies, they
And
crawled
Chijime,
so
Lawrence
that
Omagbemi.
You
the
run,
likes of us
will fly.
will walk and these guys now will run and perhaps
Fly.
the next generation will fly. So this reward is long overdue.
Okay.
Really, it's long overdue, and I'm happy this set of Falcons players, they get to reap the reward. I am very happy for them, and trust me, I think the way I'm seeing the future of women's football, because it's on the rise, and I believe the next generation will get to reap more than what this current generation have already enjoyed.
Okay.
So it's that is life for you. The guys that set the precedent, they've done their part.
Yeah.
So that these current ones will enjoy it. And what these current Falcon players are doing will also set the standard for what happens in the future. So that's how life is generally. I'm happy the long overdue reward finally came, and I'm very happy.
Still staying with you, legend. Let me still stay with you.
Stay with them.
I'm there with you.
The support that they enjoyed is one that is very, very heartwarming. But you know, I would like for you to, you know, say Sawa don't talk am, but you know, use all the mouth talk am. I would like for you to, you know, maybe detail your experience so that we can learn an important lesson of certain things that should never be done, because people who don the colors of this country and play for pride and glory of our country are doing a huge sacrifice for this country. Was there any time that you felt that the way you were treated, you know, you did not deserve that sort of treatment, number one? And then number two, how do you think, because if issue dey, we no go run away from issue, how do you think that issue would have been resolved to the point that he wouldn't have created the kind of disaster that he created at the time?
Well, see, the way I was treated, it wasn't just me. Maybe because I was more outspoken about
very
it.
outspoken.
You know, there are other players that have gone through the same experience. Yes. But for fear of not being singled out, players will rather, you know, sit back and endure everything.
Yeah.
So, and we generally, as women footballers in Nigeria, we don't get the required treatment. We don't get to be treated the way we ought to be treated in terms of, apart from remuneration, in terms of welfare, the respect we deserve, and playing in an enabling environment, all those things, we don't really, get the required encouragement, the boost that we deserve, and all of that. So it's a general thing for us. And like I said, that's why I'm most happy with this 10 title we won. We got the reward that we deserve. So it's a general, and I think the people involved, the NFF, they need to really do better for women.
I'm going to ask you this question directly, and I want you to answer it directly the way you answer it. Why were you blacklisted from the Super Falcons team the period you were blacklisted?
I mean, the reason is simple. I was outspoken.
Good.
It
wasn't because of your form.
It wasn't because it has nothing to do with my form, because I was playing for my club, scoring goals week in, week out. So it has nothing week in, week out. So it has nothing to do with my form. Basically, because I spoke out, I was the captain at that time. I did what I felt was necessary as a captain of the team.
Leader should have done that
to do, and all of that. So it is what it is. When you try to fight for the betterment of your team, something that will benefit the whole team and by extension, benefit the federation as well. But then, our society and everything. But be that as it may, even if I'm in the same position again tomorrow, I would still no regrets whatsoever.
How did Wardrum bring you back? How did you come back under Wardrum? Who initiated the coming back of you to the team?
It was a few of the players.
Okay.
A few of the players, they spoke, and form as well.
The form has always been there. The form has always been constant. I want to hear this story from the horse's mouth.
A few of the players, and the coach as well. So they continued to push, and they tried to persuade the powers that be to, get me back into it.
You hear them? You hear them say some people go just decide to drop a player because she demand for their rights. This is the second person, you don't hear from me there. You don't hear, and some people go open their mouth, they talk rubbish. Say, hey, that coach they select player, the powers that be. That power, the powers that be.
So one final question. I mean, the way. And we celebrated that move here when the president himself, I think it was the Thursday before the final, had said anything we consign their remuneration, no one here. And then he also announced publicly, you give person national honor. He means that the country appreciate what the person do. I want to ask you, if the factors are right, things go well, will Desire Oparanozie be open to donning the green and white of Nigeria and returning to the pitch for the Super Falcons?
She don't retire now.
Even if it's one last time.
As for returning, no. But maybe I will still be playing. Like, I wouldn't have retired.
Okay,
but coming out of retirement, no.
Okay, let's leave football. Maybe playing a role in administration.
Definitely.
She's open to it,
Where I can affect positive change.
Yeah. And she's getting the recognition she deserves. She was one of the official commentators at the last WAFCON.
So he's supposed to be now.
So she's getting the recognition she deserves. And Desire has actually been one of the voices of the team. I showed you a video where I was ranting. Okay, I showed her a video. I showed them a video of how I was ranting when what happened to her 3 years ago. Because I'm always a fan of people that come out to talk. I'm not the people one of those that be like, people that are expressive. Talk as it be. You understand? So that we know.
And funny enough too, to legend too. I think when he talked about doing something and other people follow. I think one of the few female footballers who have now been the face of so many TV, and because some female footballer, when they finish or they retire, they just go to their closet.
And she will get more, no worry.
They don't show on TV again.
She will get more.
It's really not easy for women.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That is why we need to encourage them.
But that's what I'm saying. So once you see someone doing it like this, it will encourage other people in a very
positive light,
unfriendly
All right.
to
So our players and even young girls who aspire, look at 4-time WAFCON winner, Desire Oparanozie, doing well. We'll still even consolidate and do more.
No Super Eagles player have 4.
Look for role models.
4 Nations Cup. Yeah,
No,
no Super Eagles player.
Super Eagles player.
Any Super Eagle player get 2.
Now 3
No,
7
we
don't
get
win.
two.
The
We
whole
get
of
two.
it-
Someday we get
One
2.
Super Eagle player get 2 Nations Cup.
Nobody gets it.
One Super Eagle player get 2
Nobody-
Nations Cup.
nobody-
Where they want to
nobody-
In the history of the
94,
in the history of
2020.
Super-
Nobody
Yes,
get
in the history of
two.
Super
Nah,
Eagles,
nobody
I
get
think we
two.
don't
And
win
this
now.
person
Nah,
win
three we
4.
don't win.
This
Nobody
person
don't
win
win
4.
two.
So if you are
We
looking
dey
for
win
role
am like
models,
10 years apart.
if you are looking for role models, if you are looking for role models, leave those ones that will be shaking bomb on Instagram. Desire Oparanozie, hardworking, steadfast, resilient, proud of our country. Use this kind of person do role model, so that tomorrow you know come now gonna say I die.
I'll be a manager. I'll be a manager.
We'll be back. Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Nigeria, your home of Bet Boom. We are going to take a look at the top fixtures for this weekend. So, kind of interesting games there. I go just rush those games. Then I go come ask our guests them some kind Champions League. Yes, Champions League games, because Champions League self they come. So we're going to begin first with there's Arsenal Forest. Forest new coach. Maybe then go one ginger. You know, another interesting game this weekend. We'll see our Niger boys. Hopefully, the 3 of them. Fulham against Leeds. There's Brentford against Chelsea. There's Liverpool, Burnley, and the major game this weekend in the world of football, the Manchester Derby. Manchester City against Manchester United. In Spain, Madrid will travel to Sociedad. Barcelona play host to Valencia. In Italy, we'll see Juventus versus Inter Milan. This game is supposed to be something when go also tough too, but those 2 teams, somehow, especially Juve, they be like an old glory that they use now. There would also be Atalanta versus Lecce. Hopefully, we'll go see our brother for that game. There's Bayern Munich against Hamburg, and there's also PSG against Lens. Games plenty, but now that Manchester derby, everybody go chook eye on top. Let me just quickly ask you, about the fixtures in the Champions League. We are back. Although Manchester United fans cannot relate to this conversation, but stay
They are
with
not
us.
in the Champions League. Mine is not in the Champions League.
Man is playing Remo Stars
Wow. That's
in the
interesting.
Champions League. So let's look at the English teams in the Champions League. What do you think that the English teams in the Champions League will do well? Sharp answers.
I think they will.
They'll do well.
I think they will.
I think Chelsea.
Not even Arsenal.
No, she knows that Arsenal will win the Champions League, so
Alright.
she's just talking about the underdogs that will do well.
Okay.
They must now. They spend the most money in the transfer window.
Yeah.
That's Arsenal, Abi.
All the
All
Premier
the
League
Premier
teams.
League teams, yeah. They
So-
spend money. Oh.
And you see
Liverpool did the sack Ekitike.
Liverpool broke transfer record back to back in one transfer window.
Okay. Interesting. So let's talk about these teams now. Arsenal against Bilbao, or Bilbao Arsenal.
Arsenal straight win. Move on.
Bilbao Arsenal.
Arsenal will win.
Bilbao Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal of course.
Manchester City Napoli.
Kevin De Bruyne. It's a grudge match. It's a grudge match. Where is it? At the Etihad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a grudge match. Now, Kevin De Bruyne want to prove a point, and Manchester City have not actually hit it this season.
And
So
Napoli-
it can go either way. Napoli,
Conte.
they just continued seamlessly.
And again, McTominay love to score at Etihad.
Exactly. So they just continued seamlessly. It could swing either way.
You could swing it that way.
Yeah.
Interesting. Newcastle Barcelona.
I think Barca will win.
I think Barca will win. Game day there, but I
And
think
Newcastle-
but Newcastle has a very good defense. Oh.
Oh, God, they don't come out 20 goals from them. Oh.
Isaac, no day. 20 goals, don't come
21
out.
plus goals, they don't come out for the team.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
So goal scoring might actually be a problem for them.
Yeah.
But their defense is
Yeah,
still
yeah, they have a
solid.
good
Fabian
defense.
Shavin, Botman, Dan Bourne, Livramento is also doing well, and Kieran Trippier. But Kieran Trippier goes so far. Rashford now.
Yeah.
Liverpool Atletico Madrid.
Two defensive minded.
That-
Liverpool have a very terrible
that-
defense, but a good striking forward.
I know. I think Atletico Madrid have started the season badly as well. You know,
Yeah.
they've, I think, 2 points in 3 games or so. Liverpool
to edge it.
Yeah,
Liverpool to edge it.
Liverpool to edge it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Bayern versus Chelsea
At the Alliance.
at the Allianz Arena.
Tough one.
You said Chelsea will do well. Let's hear your position.
Tough one. I think Chelsea will put up a good fight, but Bayern might end up coming up top at the end of the day. Yeah, they'll come out top.
I think funny enough, that game looks a little bit balanced.
Because Jackson will face them.
Another grudge match. Another grudge match.
Is Jackson really a threat?
No, Jackson will tell
No, Harry Kane is there now.
But
Jackson will want to prove a
But
point.
Jackson will tell them, say, these people, they be not be,
Jackson, when they say come back, if you like say this transfer don't go happen, he say lie.
I know they go back.
Oh, really? After this guy had injury?
Yes, after I think Delap who had injury, they say come back, he say lie. I didn't go anywhere.
Interesting, including Spurs. We wish all the English teams
The best.
the very best.
Yeah.
Let it not look like those that their teams that are not playing in the Champions League have bad
Mention
mind.
the team. Mention the team.
Mention the
Which
One team have bad
Okay,
mind.
Manchester
the
United.
factor of this, the factor of
Okay,
this
why you know
podcast
the
is-
champion? But they are at least in the Europa now.
No troll team when don't win Champions League before.
No, I'm just
because
asking
you
a
never
question.
win them.
Are they in the Europa?
Now only thanks for coming, you don't already collect.
What of conference?
Oh, it's okay. Let's
go to
They are
conference.
even
Yeah,
out.
let's move on.
They're even out of the Carabao Cup.
Let's move on.
Grimsby. You know, Grimsby they take announce their
And it's
starting
even
lineup
the
now.
team that kicked them out. So
Do you know how Grimsby announced their starting lineup now for matches? They go bring board. They do like this. That's so Grimsby.
Interesting.
They take announce starting
It's
lineup.
okay, it's okay.
It's not okay.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
Yes.
Get explosive on at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet. However you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now. Only on Bet Naija.
Welcome to the Bet Naija Shore Banker segment. This is where my pundits are going to wear their thinking cap. We're going to look at 7 games and the code go there the screen. He get the way when we say Pooja, they carry grace come. Anytime when Pooja day, the thing they...
We green the last time, I be.
It be like say some people play 1-0 instead of 1-1. We do over. Now one team now in cast down, but this time it go green. Now let's look at the teams and hopefully Pooja go just blow breeze on top. Arsenal is at home against Forest. What
That's
do
a
you think?
straight win for us now.
Straight win for Arsenal.
That man, I'm praying that he has taken away the spirit of Eric Shell in him and play what we know would work. But everybody's coming back analytically now. Odegaard scored in their international
Against
window.
Moldova now.
It doesn't matter.
Moldova. Everybody can beat Moldova now.
It's momentum.
11-1, I beat 12-1.
momentum.
Everybody can beat
It
Moldova.
doesn't matter. Can everybody beat Lesotho?
Okay, so it's okay.
So Odegaard
Arsenal to win,
scored.
right?
shots fired. Shots fired.
Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. Palace don't
Now,
for the team.
Palace is a team
playing
I'm
at
tipping
home.
to break into maybe top 6 so this season.
Yeah, Palace are very solid. And
They're
they
very
just-
solid.
But with Eberechi's exit, they might struggle. Oh.
But they have,
They still have a compact side.
but they have Uche
Really?
Santos now.
They have Uche Santos now that can step into Eberechi's shoes.
So Palace to win Sunderland.
Newly promoted side. Yeah.
Newly
Yeah.
promoted side. So
Yeah.
Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid.
Let's do goals.
Mbappe they score.
Let's do goals.
So goals over 1.5 or over 2.
Over 2.
Over one.
Over
Over one.
one.
Better
To be
safe than
safe,
sorry.
yes.
Because like say
Over
Madrid
one.
they score
Yeah.
plenty goals when they rule offside now. Against Mallorca, Madrid score like 4 goals. I'll be 5. Offside.
Let's go over 1.5.
Barcelona versus Valencia. Barcelona at home against Valencia.
Barca will
Barca.
win.
Barcelona to win.
Barca will win.
Maybe VAR will also help them. Bayern
What
versus
are you
Hamburg.
insinuating?
Sorry, no.
Bayern Hamburg.
Bayern at home.
Well, should we do over 4.5?
Bayern straight win. PSG versus Lens.
They
PSG
go
will win.
PSG
go
straight
lost.
win. Brentford versus Chelsea.
Anything Chelsea, just go to legend.
Yes, she's here.
I'm not a Chelsea fan.
I know.
No, when you are the one to be there to do anything.
What about goals?
Maybe
goals,
over
maybe
1.5.
goals.
All right, no problem. There you have it. You would have the code on the screen. No waste time. Put your money. What you can afford to lose. Remember, bet responsibly. 18 plus only. 18 plus only. And when we come back, I'm very sure that you will thank us for this. Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment on the Home Talk podcast, brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of bet. Boom! On this segment, all you need to do is to predict the correct outcome of 3 games. Become a guru or fail and become guguru. Now, Bet Naija, they run am. This thing, they're very, very simple. Let me give you a backstory. In the past, I would share 5 games and tell you to tell me the correct score line. Bet Naija call me one hot afternoon, say husband material. I say, sir. Bet Naija say, if na you go fit do am. Are you a wizard? How can you tell them to predict 5 games and the outcome? If a person when they see the future, no go fit see am. How come? So Bet Naija call instruct me, say, reduce it to 3 games and let it be the outcome, no be final score. So this means that I am going to give you 3 games. You will tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, or which team would lose. Really very simple. Let me give you the games now. Take it 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 now. Man City versus Manchester United. Barcelona versus Valencia. Juventus versus Inter Milan. Which team would win? Which game would end in a draw? Which team would lose? Man City versus Manchester United. Barcelona versus Valencia. Juventus versus Inter Milan. Become a prediction guru. Or you'll be guru. Now Bet Naija the runner. Thank you very much. Legend Ugochi Desire Oparanozie, 4-time winner of the WAFCON. Great representative of our great nation. 100%. We celebrate you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank
you very much, Pooja. Yeah. Our own Fabrizio Romano.
From Ojodu.
The man with accurate information. Thank you very much, Sawadinho. You did not do a lot of shouting today. So we have to calm down.
Because I've been shouting from 3 years now.
It's okay.
So what was can happen?
You know, for if to say that Bible you did, you and John the Baptist, you feel being apprentice. Because most of the things, now only Arsenal things, now you they call when they walk.
No, be
but
saying
most of the things where you don't call. Because I remember saying that you be the first person where they shall say, the way where you they see this World Cup.
We will not qualify.
With the way where would they play.
I will not qualify. I've been saying it from 2023.
All right, so Prophet Sawadinho.
You know,
it's okay. Thank you so much. Remember, 200 million maximum payout. Now only Bet Naija the runner. What you wait for? Pursue big money. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. We appreciate you. We love you. God bless you.
Boom. Boom.